Features versus reliability. This is going to be the topic of today's video. I know that it's a bit controversial and many won't like it, but what I plan to do is tell you only the truth. If you want to accept it, fine. If you think that it's too raw or it's not something for you, I'm fine as well. But as I said, it is an important topic and many people should pay attention on it. So if you have nothing to do, grab your favorite drink and stay with me. Welcome back. As I said, this topic, it's a little bit controversial, or not exactly controversial, but definitely not for everyone. And as you can see, this time I decided to make the video while I travel, while I commute to the town, instead of film it in the garage. It might be even better for you. It was heavy rain in the last 3 days here, and now we have potholes full with water, a muddy situation, but it is what it is. Anyway, most of you already know my opinion, but I'm gonna share it in this video once again, and I hope that some people will listen. As I said in the intro, this topic is a little bit hard to swallow for many, and they will swear that they like their motorcycles, they love their choice and stuff like that, but all of this will not change the reality, and you will have what you have. In my opinion, reliability is something that you have to bet, especially if you plan to travel with your motorcycle. If you have it just for weekend fun, or if, for example, you live somewhere in the Alps and you like your motorcycle, or you need your motorcycle only to make this weekend rides around, and you would like to use as more as possible features to ride safe, or whatever the presumption of the features is for you, then maybe you should stick on the features. But if you plan to travel, to make long trips with your motorcycle, especially outside of Europe, I will highly recommend to reconsider your decision and pay more attention on reliability than the features itself. Let me stop here for a while. So now I have this Yamaha Tenere 700. It's a popular model, very well known. It hasn't got any features except the ABS, which, by the way, is switchable by just pressing one button here on the dashboard, and then ABS is off. Press it once again, ABS is on. Not many features, and to be honest, I don't need it. But that's me. Many people love it, and they like to have cruise control, traction control, all the features that modern motorcycles offers. And fair enough, I perfectly understand them. That's why it's so important to know from the beginning what the motorcycle will be used for. If it's for only weekend rides, you can have everything on it, but the more stuff you have, the more possible problems you might have as well. So here you might say, Pavlin, listen, some of the features are already proven. With many years they are reliable. I haven't heard any problems with the features itself. And yes, you might be right, but usually the motorcycles, or the brands and models that rely on the features to sell their motorcycles, are new models, or models that are not so popular. They try to attract people with something new, like a lot of extras on the top, a lot of features on the top for the same price, and people caught in this game, this marketing game. If you think what you're gonna get at the end, it is not bad, this marketing trick, but you also need to think about reliability of the model in general. So if the model is not reliable, all the features are not going to make it better motorcycle. It will be unreliable motorcycle with a lot of features on the top. That's why I decided to bet on something simple like this Tenere, and it already has, let me see how many kilometers it has. Up 78,351 kilometers without any single problem. My friend and mechanic Plamen, the guy that we're gonna ride together to South America now, he also has Tenere 700. He bought it a little bit earlier than me. He has already 90,000 kilometers without any single problem, and we can see more than enough examples on internet. But I'm not gonna discuss this motorcycle anymore, because this is not the topic of this video, to tell you how wonderful this motorcycle is. It's more about reliability versus features, exactly what I said in the beginning. So what is the purpose to have a motorcycle with a lot of features, with everything that you can imagine, all of these safety things, and useful and comfortable and so on and so on, when it doesn't work, when it's stopped, or when it's spent a lot of time in a local garage, when you cannot use it properly, when you have problem when you travel, and so on and so on. Examples like this you can find hundreds on YouTube. People who bought something, they believed on it, they love it so much, but they cannot use it. I always say that non-reliable motorcycle, now I'm gonna use brand KTM, but you should know that I haven't got anything against KTM. Wonderful motorcycles to ride, not to own. So KTM, in my opinion, it's like a lover, and Yamaha, Honda or Suzuki is like a wife. So the lover always makes some kind of problems, make you angry here and there, but you still love her, you know why. With the wife, it's not like that. Maybe you don't have the same passion, but she's always there when you need her. This is a big difference. So unreliable motorcycle is like a lover, and in my opinion, or on the stage of my life, I prefer to have reliability instead of moment fun. So now at the moment there are many new brands, and so many people got it, and they are so excited. Something like Royal Enfield Himalayan 450, Kove 450, MT 450 from CF Moto, and many more different options. And they said that this will be like a perfect option to travel around the world and to have this light and off-road oriented motorcycle, also Aprilia Touareg. But my advice again is very simple: stay away from all of these motorcycles. Bet on something that you know, something that is proven, something that it has at least 2 or 3 years history, that it has a lot of real reviews from owners, not only from motorcycle magazines or people who are went to some kind of test rides organized from big companies, because on these test rides they cannot say exactly what they want. They need to sympathize to the brand, so it is very obvious. So wait at least till you see real-time reviews from real owners for at least 40-50,000 kilometers with these bikes, because recently I watched a review on the CF Moto 450 on 10,000 kilometers. Man, what are 10,000 kilometers? What are 10,000 kilometers? It's nothing. For 10,000 kilometers the motorcycle of course will work. If it doesn't work, that means it's absolutely crappy, or it has some kind of fundamental problems. But wait a little bit more, 50-60,000 kilometers, even the more, even better, and then you can bet on it. Because another one example that I can give you, Aprilia Touareg was a big hype last year, but now make an experiment. Go to YouTube and type problems with Aprilia Touareg, and you'll see how many you will have on your front page, and how many different issues and problems they had just for 1 year, and no more than 10-20,000 kilometers. So in my opinion, this will be another one big disappointment from Aprilia, as many before that. The other day I spoke with my friend and mechanic Plamen in his garage. We discussed the topic Aprilia, and he said during the years, and keep in mind that he has more than 25 years experience as a motorcycle mechanic, he said during the years I haven't got even a single Aprilia to come here with easy to fix problems. They always got some kind of not so bad issues, bad problems, but so difficult to find and fix because of the different kinds of problems. You understand what I mean? So all of this hype will go. It's already started to fall apart. The hype about Aprilia is not like a year ago. Many owners start to switch it. I personally have two people who bought it and sold it before they even get 5,000 kilometers because they were softly said disappointment. Another one friend of mine bought CF Moto 450, and when I spoke with him I was able to see disappointment in his eyes. First because of the power. Before that he has a 1000 cc and he jumped on this CF Moto with 450 cc, 44 horsepower, something like that. I don't know what was he believing or what he was expecting from this motorcycle, but he was so disappointed first from the power. And reliability is still not proven to him because it has just like a few thousand kilometers. Let me say it for the third time already. It will be much better if you bet on reliability instead of features. If the motorcycle that you like, a reliable machine, proven engine, proven frame, proven suspension, something that is on the market for at least 2-3 years and has a real-time reviews on at least 50,000 kilometers, then you can bet on it if he has the features. If he hasn't got the features, that's fine. You're not gonna die just because you don't have a cruise control or you don't have a traction control. It might be even better for you in many situations. But to buy something that you don't know just because someone on the internet said that it's wonderful motorcycle, reliable and could go anywhere after 10,000 kilometers, and also keep in mind who is the person who make the review, because there are so many professional riders making reviews, riding this or that motorcycle, heavy off-road, playing like a toy with it, like Paul Tares for example with this Tenere, and people start to believe that this Tenere it's capable to do everything and everyone will be able to do it, but it's not exactly like that. It is still top heavy motorcycle, 200 and something kilograms, and when most of the people buy it, they will put a lot of stuff on it and they will convert it to something like 220-30 kilograms, and then they will try to play like Paul Tares. No, they won't be able, and it will be even dangerous because Paul Tares know his limitations. He risk in the controlled environment. He do this in whole of his life. He's a ex-champion, ex-trail rider, ex-enduro rider. He's done a lot of stuff. He know how to control the motorcycle in any situation. And also, he's not traveling with this motorcycle. He uses it with a specific purposes to race here and there. But your travel motorcycle is completely different story. I don't know why people don't get it. So if you like to have cruise control, traction control, electronic suspension, all of this, great. But do you really need all of this when you travel? Especially outside of Europe. As I said, if your idea is to ride only in the Alps every weekend, then maybe you should have it, because it will definitely help you to ride faster, and all of these features will forgive you some mistakes. But on the long trips, man, it's just pointless stuff that will only risk reliability of the model, because it is going to be too complicated, and so on and so forth. Anyway, I hope that these thoughts or this random speech that I've got here now for a few minutes will help you, at least one person, to make the right choice, to buy the correct motorcycle for him or for her, and spend many travel hours in many places around the world without even thinking about the motorcycle. This is how I feel this Tenere. It's like my riding friend that I don't need to worry about him. It's like to have a riding friend that's got a really good riding skills, and he can always help you. You don't need to help him when you travel. I hope that you will understand me now. Alright, press like or dislike, whatever the video deserves. If you subscribe, even better. See you in the next one. Ciao.